Good morning, students. Now, example 2.7. Find Z inverse if Z is equal to 2 plus 3i into 1 minus I. First, we are going to multiply in these two complex numbers, and next we are going to find Z inverse. Okay. First, we multiply in the complex numbers 2 plus 3i into 1 minus I. We have Z equal to 2 plus 3i into 1 minus I. So first real part into real part. 2 into 1, 2. And imaginary part into imaginary part. Minus 3i square. Minus 3i square. I square value minus 1. So minus 3 into minus 1. So answer is plus 3. 2 plus 3 is the real part. Okay. Next imaginary part. How do you find imaginary part? 1 real part into 1 imaginary part. 2 into minus I minus 2i. And 3i into 1 imaginary part into real part. That is 3i. First we write the positive value. That is 3i minus 2i. We taken out the common factor I. So 3 minus 2, that is 1i. 2 plus 3, that is 5. So 5 plus I. This is our Z. Okay. First Z is given two product of two complex numbers. Okay. 2 plus 3i into 1 minus I. So we multiplying and we get the answer 5 plus I. Next what are you doing? Next what do you do? We are going to find Z inverse. We are going to find what Z inverse, because our question is find Z inverse. How do you find Z inverse? Z inverse means, what do you mean Z inverse? Z inverse means 1 by Z. So 1 divided by 5 plus I. How do you find the divide the complex number? We divide the complex number. First we multiplying numerator and denominator by the conjugate of the denominator. Okay, multiplying the numerator and denominator by the conjugate of the denominator. Denominator is 5 plus I. Then conjugate of 5 plus I is what? Very good. 5 minus I. So we multiplying numerator 1 into 5 minus I. That is 5 minus I. Already we have 5 plus I. The conjugate of 5 plus I is 5 minus I. So 5 minus I. 5 plus I into 5 minus I. That is A plus IB into A minus IB. The formula is, what's the formula? I already told you, A square plus B square. Here A is what? 5 square plus B square is 1 square. Coefficient of I. Okay. Here coefficient of I is what? 1. So 1 square. 25 plus 1, 26. Numerator we have only one complex number, that is 5 minus I. So there is no change. Okay. 5 minus I by 26. We divide two parts, that is 5 by 26 minus I into 1 by 26. This is our Z inverse. So Z inverse answer is 5 by 26 minus I into 1 by 26. Once again listen. Our question is find Z inverse if Z equal to 2 plus 3i into 1 minus I. First we multiplying these two complex numbers. We get the answer 5 plus I. This is our Z. Okay. Next Z inverse. It means 1 by Z. So 1 by 5 plus I. How do you find 1 by 5 plus I? We multiplying numerator and denominator. Both terms we multiplying by the conjugate of the denominator. Where is the denominator? 5 plus I. Its conjugate is 5 minus I. So 5 minus I multiplying by numerator 5 minus I, and the denominator 5 plus I is also multiplied by 5 minus I. So we get the answer 5 by 26 minus I by 26. This is our Z inverse. Are you understand? Okay, thank you.